Hi, everyone. I'm Lauren Albandian. I am the coordinator for ISAR 2022, and ISAR 2022 is happening in August on between August 25th and the 29th. It'll be held at the Westminster Westin, which is right in between Denver and Boulder. So August is going to be gorgeous. We're going to be up in the mountains. It's going to be fabulous. You have 100 speakers to choose from, a ton of lectures to wet your whistle and your palate, your intellectual palate, and choose from. All our friends are going to be there. And so you can get all the information you need along with registering at isar2022.org. So today I'm with my colleague and very dear friend, Kira Sutherland, who will be one of those speakers. Thank you, Kira, for taking the time with me today.
Oh, always good to see you.
Always good to see you.
Always.
So, tell me, given that, where you've been living, of course, in Australia, well, let me do this before I ask you that question. Let me just tell everybody who may not know who you are. Let me just give them a flavor of you from your bio. Okay. So Kira is an Australian naturopath, nutritionist, herbalist, and astrologer. She divides her time between clients, writing, and lecturing on natural medicine, well-being, and medical astrology. Known for her vibrant, straightforward teaching style, Kira has lectured in medical astrology within Australia, North America, Europe, and Asia. In private practice for over 25 years, Kira combines her knowledge in natural medicine with her passion for medical astrology into a wonderful mix of mind-body medicine. So,
I sound old, don't I?
I know. Amazing. And it's true, a very straightforward, a very vibrant way of communicating information. But I have a question for you, given what we've been through in the last 2 years.
Sure.
Right. And of course, ISAR being canceled in 2020, postponed in 2021, and here we are in 2022. There have been some small gatherings of astrologers, but this will be one of this year's bigger gatherings.
Where so excited.
I know. So tell me what that really means to you.
Oh my gosh. It really means coming back to family. I think, between all the other lecturers that I know, those are some of my absolute best friends in the world, but we live on different, we're scattered in the globe, all the continents, and then all the people that attend that become your friends as well. To me, it's like it's like a family reunion, literally, with a lot of excitement. And then your brain gets frazzled with all the new information. And then I try to stay up with all the night owls and then completely fail. So it means lack of sleep as I pretend I'm a night person and everyone stays up and I'm like, So it means burning the candle at both ends, but in the most magical way. I can't wait. And I'm going to take a few days off afterwards.
Like that space where, you've only got X amount of time and you don't want to close your eyes, right? You don't want to miss a thing. So there's a song in there. I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to miss a thing. So you just want to stay up and absorb as much as you can. So I get that, right? So you have 2 lectures that you were presenting, one on Friday the 26th called The Astrology of Body Issues.
What's that about?
Yes, what is that about?
So that's like a deep dive into, it really looks at the astrology of, it kind of combines the astrology of nutrition, which is a really big focus for me. But I guess that's kind of the second half of the lecture. The first half is looking at all the things in our chart that make it hard for us to kind of embody and love our physical body, the things where we have illusions around our body, or we have, wounding around how we feel about our body and how we deal with it. And we also look at our eating. Well, it really is a big look at our eating issues as well. What is it in our chart that makes us not be able to resist chocolate and fats and creamy carbonara sauces and stuff like that? So it's a kind of look at all of our Achilles heels, and then a gentle wander into maybe how to support those areas of our chart and those planets so that we can find more embodiment of, in our natal chart and in our physical body, and be kinder to ourselves and maybe remedy some of it so that we actually eat better. Or maybe
I think I think
Yeah.
all those things are so important. It's
Yeah.
kindness, self-care,
Oh my gosh, yes.
being embodied, being able to stay present to our lives in our physical body, also very relevant, important themes right now.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Sure.
Yes.
All right, so your Saturday lecture on the 27th is interesting. Sounds
Yes.
like, and
it's a very new topic.
right on.
For
It's
me.
called Lunar Phase Healing, using the moon cycles for optimum health.
Yeah. So that is a take on the 8 lunar phases, like the different lunar phases that we're all born under, but it deviates from the personality of lunar phases, which, Jane Ricker and Demetra George, and others have written such amazing things on. But it's taking those lunar phases and looking at how to work with your health via the lunar phases. So different, oh gosh, it's such an interesting lecture. It overlaps human physiology and the lunar phases. And so it's kind of like a roadmap into better working with your health and better times to do weight loss, better times to be more gentle with yourself. It does also overlap women's fertility cycles. But if you are working with teenagers that don't have cycles yet, or if you're menopause, post-menopause, I show a way to actually still have a cycle in your life and live by it. And so it's for all ages. It's not just for fertility age people, and it's for men as well as women. You can, it's like this whole Kira kind of overlapping of cycles in your health.
We're looking at the current moon cycle, lunar cycle with the sun in any given month. So every month we have a new moon, or every 27, 29, 28 days, we're having a new moon. We're going to have a full moon. We're going to have a quarter moon. We're going to have all of those. So you're talking about that, not just the natal phase, lunar phase that we're born with.
I'm talking about both. So I'm going to talk about using the visible lunar phases, like we just had, new moon in Pisces just a few days ago. So I'm going to talk about traditionally how people have worked with those phases, which is very Wiccan as well as astrological. But then I'm actually going to talk about transferring to your own lunar phase to work with that instead, and how that might actually be a more powerful way to phase your body in working with it, because your lunar phase return every month. So and I'm not talking about the return of the sign, I'm talking about the return of the shape. In some ways, it's like a little reset for your body every month. And so I'm talking about ways to work with that physically, be it reproductive cycles, exercise, weight loss. There's a whole, I've been playing with it for probably now 5 years. I had been playing with it for 3 years when I offered this as a topic. And I've had another 2 years of watching people use it. And it's been really powerful. I've found it more powerful than people working with the visible lunar phase.
Great. All right.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are interested in your own personal health, for those of you who are interested in adding information to your practice to assist your clients, those of you who are studying medical astrology, this is all good, right? You don't even have to, particularly for either of these lectures. And what I know of Kira, of your work, you don't have to be following a track of medical astrology to absolutely enjoy and gain something from your lecture. So don't hesitate to jump on in to Kira's lectures, regardless of whether medical astrology is something you're pursuing. So absolutely. So
that's so true. These are both really applicable for everybody's health, and safe things to teach your clients that aren't dangerously medical and put people on the wrong track. So they're actually very safe. Both of them are really safe lectures for that.
Excellent. So everyone go to ISAR, that's ISAR 2022.org. You can look at the schedule, see the speakers, you can register, do all the things there, and then join us in August 25th through 29th. Join us there in Westminster, Colorado. And I hope to see you all there. Thanks so much.